How far would you go to defend a politician who has spent years mocking the very people who put their lives on the line for our freedom? It is a question that voters in Maine are being forced to confront today, as a truly shocking series of digital revelations has completely upended the race for the U.S. Senate. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you get the latest updates on these critical political developments. The scandal centers on Graham Platner, the presumptive Democratic nominee looking to unseat longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins in the upcoming midterm elections. For months, political analysts have watched this race closely, but nobody expected it to devolve into such a bitter and personal conflict over a candidate's hidden past. Recently, a database maintained by the Maine Monitor has brought to light a collection of deleted Reddit posts from an account Platner has admitted to owning. The content of these posts is nothing short of disturbing. In one particular instance, Platner targeted PFC Ted Daniels, a brave U.S. soldier who was captured on his own helmet camera being shot 4 times during a vicious 2012 firefight with Taliban fighters. Daniels was later awarded the Purple Heart for his heroism. Yet, in 2019, while posting under the username phustle, Platner wrote, and I quote, "Dumb motherf didn't deserve to live." He didn't stop there. He went on to mock the wounded soldier's physical condition, calling him a mouth breather and claiming that only poor marksmanship on the Taliban's part allowed the soldier to make it home. When Senator Susan Collins was asked for her reaction to these unearthed comments, she didn't mince words. Speaking to Fox News Digital, Collins called the behavior appalling, stating clearly that it is never appropriate to mock a downed American soldier. When pushed on the sheer volume of controversial posts appearing online, posts that range from lewd comments to cheers for violent extremist actions, Collins noted that it was difficult to pin down just one incident, because, as she put it, there are simply so many. This isn't just a he said, she said moment, it is a full-scale campaign to expose what supporters of Collins describe as a pattern of radical, dangerous behavior. A super PAC aligned with the senator has launched a dedicated website, Pine Tree Results, which serves as a repository for what they call Platner's red flags. They are arguing that these posts aren't just youthful mistakes, but proof of a grown man's true, deep-seated character. With over $4 million already funneled into attack ads, the message is clear. The Republican Party views Platner as a massive liability to the Democratic platform. So, what does this mean for the future of the Senate? This race is one of the most critical defensive battles for the GOP as they fight to maintain their majority in the chamber. Democrats have been banking on this seat to help them flip control of the Senate, but these revelations are putting them in an incredibly difficult position. Do they stand by a candidate who has publicly insulted a decorated veteran, or do they distance themselves and risk losing their momentum? Ultimately, this comes down to voter trust. We often talk about policy and platforms, but the core of any candidate's bid for office is their character. When a candidate shows such blatant contempt for the military, it doesn't just alienate one group of voters, it speaks to a fundamental disconnect from the values that many Americans hold dear. Whether this controversy will be the final nail in the coffin for Platner's campaign or if his base will rally around him remains to be seen. However, one thing is certain, the conversation in Maine has shifted from taxes and healthcare to something far more fundamental. So, what do you think about this? Does a candidate's past activity on social media, even if deleted years ago, justify an immediate exit from the race? Or is this just standard political mudslinging that we should be skeptical of? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. As we head toward November, keep your eyes on how both parties handle this fallout. It is going to be a long, high-stakes battle for the soul of this seat. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned as we continue to track this developing story.